If I wanted to have shared that story in the last 13 years in a public way, I would have done that. She doesn't get to come on here and tell my story. That was a symbol. That was a sign of like our marriage and our commitment. And he melted it down. Who's to say that he didn't just melt down our whole relationship in that moment?
It looks like we now know the real reason why Meri was so upset that Christine talked about that ring story. But we're going to get into it, you guys. It's Meri.
And
we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below. And we just want to give a special shout out to Zanny because she actually brought this article to us along with some of our amazing YouTube subscribers.
Yes.
But
and definitely Catherine Green, how are you? I am going to respond to some of those messages.
Yes.
So
well, we hope you are well.
Hope you guys are well. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, apparently, this catfish person wrote a whole book that we have never read. But now I'm like, we need to order it whenever you go back to America. You know what I'm saying?
But might be going back again soon, actually.
Fingers crossed. So I think what you guys have been saying basically, what we saw in the article was that apparently this catfish actually talked about the story that Meri told her about Cody melting down the ring. And I have a suspicion that Meri is so pissed that, because the thing is, the catfish came out and said this stuff, came out with a whole book exposing Meri.
So this is like years ago?
This happened years ago. So
Wow.
there was rumors about it. But Christine coming out and saying the story and talking about it confirms that everything that catfish said in that book is probably factual.
So that is probably why
she
Meri
was so mad.
so upset, because now it's like people know this story.
They're probably gonna go buy the book.
They're gonna buy the book. They're gonna be like, ooh, so that means she's telling the truth in the story. Maybe that's why Meri never wanted to tell that story, because she knows it's in that book.
I'm sure Meri read the book.
And then that's gonna be like, oh wow, you're giving like to the stories that's in that book.
Because I also don't know if they maybe talked.
Because I wasn't gonna buy the book when I remember it being said that she had written a book.
Right.
And I think we said on our show we were not going to get any book because of the fact that we think the catfish did the wrong thing, the deceit and whatever. We're not.
Well, I didn't know that was really the catfish person or not. Because I mean,
but
look,
you know something now that we know that it was the truth. Well, we may want to read it to see what other nuggets.
I had heard rumors about Meri sexting with this catfish person. I don't know if that was in the book. It's all let to me though. But I'm definitely
going to be reading this.
That's the first thing I'm going to do. As soon as we get to America, I'm going to go be on Amazon like. But like that's why I feel like now I see why.
As we show our nails, do you like this color? What do you think?
My toes are her color.
Just love it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
love getting ourselves pampered here. But I do think
they come to your house, y'all.
Yes.
Well, who is our nail person? What's her name? We'll tell you later.
Yeah.
That is awful. We don't know her name. But she is really good.
Yeah.
Before it used to be with Roger. Roger does the best pedicure.
Yeah, I'll link
especially
his
with
video.
my big, fat, heavy legs. He really gets in. Oh, he gets not in there, on the foot. It's not like, it's the foot.
Yes.
But he, massages all up to like almost the knee. Yeah. And really rubs.
Anyway,
it's sounding weird, but it's really not,
He
I'm
just
like
does
a
the
grandma.
pedicure.
I'm not an actual grandma, but like I am old. So it's not
She's
like,
not that old. She likes to say that she's
it's not like I'm trying to be any weird stuff. But he's really good giving a pedicure.
Yeah. But I feel like this catfish person, I feel like Meri just did not want that out there. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it probably really was not Christine's place to say. I feel like maybe Christine has forgotten about the catfish. Maybe she never even read the book. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it really wasn't her story.
It really was not her story to tell. You know what I'm saying?
But Christine is one of those people, kind of like you're getting all into the juiciness of the story.
And you go ahead and divulge something that's not really yours.
I actually don't. I never divulge other people's stuff.
Yeah, but that's what Christine did here.
Yeah, I only divulge my stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep that stuff locked. Even stories of people that, like widow, like whatever, I keep all those stories locked. I think it's awful. You have a friend, you guys are no longer friends.
Well, they were never friends.
And then all of a sudden, they now start divulging your stuff. I find that sickening.
Well,
I don't do stuff like that.
Well, Christine and Meri were never friends.
Doesn't matter. It's not your story to tell, Christine. It's actually not your story to tell. So when you are getting ready to tell the story, and you actually said to Suki, it's really not my story to tell, but here I go. No, it's really not my story to tell. That's a period.
That's what Janelle would have done.
Sentence. It's really not my story to tell. Period.
Janelle would have said that. Christine, I just realized she's all here for the tea, the sugar, the honey. Like she's just like, I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
And she's that kind of person who has that kind of personality to get involved in all the tea and the honey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's
such a little gossip.
But I think the way she was in Polygamy, right?
She wasn't that way.
You couldn't do it because you have to keep everything. It's the society. You got to keep everything secretive and stuff like that.
So the man could be doing his role doing between the wives.
Right.
So no wife know what the other wife is going through, so you can't go and compare and contrast. That's why
the men made that, right, the men made that kind of culture, right?
Yes.
But now that she is out here with us folks, she's learning about teas, she's learning about juicy gossiping, and so she's
like a guppy in a new ocean.
Yes. So she's thoroughly enjoyed herself.
And I think she got a matching tattoo with David. I'm thinking because I saw a picture of him recently with his shirt off, and it looked like he had the same tattoo as Christine did on her chest. So I don't know. I guess maybe they got matching tattoos on their
over their heart.
That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, y'all, that's just our opinion on the whole catfish situation. I think it's unfortunate that you get I'm just saying, Meri, you should have listened to Mariah, what she was telling you. That's a catfish. Because young people would know that type of stuff, being that they are on the internet most of the time. But you were that in Land, thinking you had find some nice, hot, young thing.
I was catfished before, and that's going to be one of the stories I'm going to put on Patreon. But I was catfished before, and I feel like it's an awful thing. I think it's just evil.
Well, it's not as bad as Meri.
It's very deceitful. I think it's very, very deceitful. Yeah, I caught it pretty quick before, but the person would. Anyway, that's a different story. I'm gonna have to just leave it there.
Yeah, we'll put it on Patreon later on this week.
Yeah.
But yes, y'all, it is Meri.
It's deceitful, and we don't. I just hate it. I hate it as much as I hate when you have those guys who were gay, right? Or are gay, get married, knowing that for how many years, have the children, but they want to have the kids of their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's the reason. And then all of a sudden, I now need to come out of the closet. And then the woman can't say a damn thing. Neither can the kids. Because if they open their mouth and say anything, now they're anti-whatever. Because daddy has decided to betray us and to lie through his teeth and be the most deceitful, conniving that there is. But I can't say nothing. I have to sit down and smile.
But then they talk about how, they have been conflicted their whole lives and how, I couldn't come out the closet. So we all have to suffer because you couldn't get yourself together.
And now the woman sits there thinking, have to be the memory, but then still have to be there to console you as you cry more than her.
And then also, let's not even talk
now you're the victim, she's not. Neither are the children.
But then also, let's not even talk about the other underlying thing.
What?
Where sometimes women feel like, did I make my husband go gay? That's also another thing. Because you don't know if it happened while you were in the marriage or if it was before you. Attractive. Am I even a woman that my man will leave me a whole woman for a man?
I'm talking about that. Let us just move that on to Christine. Where Cody, the only man that she had ever kissed,
told her she wasn't attractive.
Has the nerve to say he ain't even attracted to her.
I don't know what that does
as
to a person.
if he don't, like, she's not desirable.
You got her pregnant 8 times.
If she wasn't desirable, why didn't you pull a whole Meri on her?
I don't think so.
No,
Because the thing is, he didn't even get married for 16 years after Christine. So I think that was BS. And
Can
I feel
we
like
just say sometimes Cody can just be...
an a-hole.
I actually was trying not to say it. I was just going to let my silence say it. Because in this video, I just decided I am going to strive my best not to call Cody names. I'm trying to be on this thing where I don't call people names. I'm trying a few things here.
Well, I'm happy for your improvements, Miss Meri.
And
We want you to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, and do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon, you all. We'll see you on the next video.